But meantime, the big business of boxing is introducing Bitcoin, backed by Mr. Worldwide, a.k.a. Pitbull, and leadership and life strategist Tony Robbins. New boutique fitness studio Grit Boxing has found a way to bring boxing and Bitcoin together for a hybrid workout experience. I'd be curious to get your take on what's actually going on right now with SoulCycle and Equinox. Because as I know, you co-authored a book with President Trump as well.
I did.
Big book there. A lot's been made about the reaction, but people not really talking about that half the country also voted for Trump.
We did a book called Think Big and Kick Ass.
Yeah.
And it's about thinking big. And that's what Grit Boxing is all about. It's taking something new and making it innovative, making it interesting, a terrific workout, great music and lights, and a place to hang, a new area to socialize. Because right now, if you go to any of the SoulCycle, Barry's, any of these places, there's no place to meet afterwards.
Yeah.
At Grit Boxing, there's a third space, I call it. A place to just meet, to hang, to meet new friends, meet the trainers. It's just terrific. We opened today. Today's our opening day. We're kicking ass. We sold 6 out of the 7 classes are sold out.
Yeah.
This week is selling out like wild.
You know, it's interesting, too, because we had a producer come in as well, and she said it was an interesting mix between what you might expect from a Rumble as well as a Barry's Boot Camp, but the added component of the whole social network there with a cocktail bar being something
Yeah, so we have mocktails, we have cocktails.
And the trainers are paying. They're making $1,000 an hour, right?
Yeah, why so much? $1,000 a class seems very steep here.
I think the trainers are the new superstars. They're changing people's lives. If you have a great trainer in there, they're just making a class great. No matter if I make the space great lights or great sound, without a great trainer, it's nothing. So what we did was we said we're going to pay up to $1,000 an hour, and we auditioned over 300 trainers. People flew in from Russia, from Tel Aviv, from London. We picked the 9 best. These are the 9 best trainers on earth. And they are great. And you go to a class, people just love them because, bam, they change your life. And you want to come back. So we're okay paying that kind of money. We're all about the talent. If you pay the talent right, people will come back because they appreciate it.
When we're talking about paying, it's a very interesting segue into how people can actually be paying for these services as well. The first gym to accept Bitcoin. Tim, I know as a backer of the company, it makes a lot of sense since you're a perma Bitcoin bull here when we talk about it, but why the move to also accept Bitcoin?
The story's even better than that because Bill's son Dylan came to Draper University. He was 22 years old, and it was about the time I was buying all the Silk Road Bitcoin, and he watched and he said, well, I'm going to take my money, I'm going to load up on Bitcoin. Well, he then made $1 million on Bitcoin, and he became his dad's partner in Grit, and Grit was his business going through Draper University. We always keep track of our students. Well, I ended up backing Grit. You know, now I was there this morning for the opening. I punched that thing for as long as I could take it.
Yeah.
And it is really a tremendous experience. So this one's on, 16th Street in New York. And
Jim was great boxing, but you know, Draper University.
Did you pass the class?
Draper University changed my son's life. He's now my investor in this. I had no choice. He said, Dad, I'm putting some of my Bitcoin in this.
Oh, and I am the first customer he's had who paid in Bitcoin.
There you go.
By the way, I was a little reticent to do it because I know what that stuff's worth.
Yeah, you know the future value.
But I think it'll be great for the business. I'm thinking I paid $36 in Bitcoin, but it'll probably be worth $360,000.
Tim, I gotta get your take on Bitcoin. It's now being viewed in many respects as a safe haven play. Do you see more upside? I know you're out there with the 250,000 call. Do you see more upside beyond that, given that new safe haven status?
You know, it's interesting. It has consolidated more than I thought it would. I thought there would be many more competitors at this point that were really relevant, but people have consolidated toward Bitcoin because it's decentralized. And that's why they get the flack at Facebook for being a centralized currency, and all those, many of the other long tail of currencies are centralized. individuals still control them. Well, having a completely decentralized, frictionless, open currency that's transparent, that basically makes it so that he doesn't have to pay and the consumers don't have to make up the 2.5% to 4% that the banks take every time you run a credit card. So all of a sudden there's this currency. It's the safe haven. It's interesting. It's sort of a hedge against when the stock market went like this, Bitcoin went like this. It's both a hedge and a growth stock.
That's the interesting part.
It's kind of an interesting.
That's why it's so. A lot of people say it can't be both. You wouldn't be able to do both. And as you pointed out, if you are using this as a transactional currency and you're looking at what it could be in the future, it's interesting to see the shift now as people talk about it as a digital gold, a safe haven asset. And if you are using it as a transactional currency, it kind of seems like a lot of people would be thinking about what you just said, saying, I'm not sure I want to give this up. Because it could be worth so much in the future. So
yeah, if people want to use a grit Bitcoin, we're keeping it. I told Tim, sorry, I'm keeping your Bitcoin.
You're going to invest it that way.
I'm keeping it.
No, it's good. I'm an investor in grit. It goes into our pile of money. Things will work out all right. Yeah.
No, but you could see it working both ways. You still see it potentially.
Absolutely.
And you're going to confirm that $250,000.
$250,000 by 2022, and I'm hedging a little, maybe Q1 2023. But I have the feeling.
That's a little breaking news for us there on Twitter.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah, you wanted a break?
Appreciate it.
Yeah, it may be Q1 2023. I'm going to go as far as that.
Extending
but it will be 250 before then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Bill,
we'll go take a boxing class together when it hits there.
Hey, you will love it, and you will keep coming back.
We've heard a lot of good things.
I am feeling great after my very short stint on the punching this big ball
You look
of water.
lively, I got to say.
Oh yeah, I'm
It's a
feeling
workout
good.
Then. All right, Bill Zanker and Tim
Thank you.
Draper, thank you guys so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Great.
Good luck with the launch.
Thanks.
Terrific.